Fledgling Waikato dairy company Kaipaki Dairies has sustainability at front of mind. They deliver farm fresh milk to businesses and individual customers in containers that are then reclaimed for cleaning and reuse. It's a business that's having to grow quickly to meet demand. When we visited in January 2023, they were in the process of commissioning a purpose-built factory on the property of their dairy farmer investor, Paul Bardul. Co-owner John Heskett explains how it all began.
I was born and raised in Hamilton. I've always had an ick to give things a go, trying new business ideas throughout my life, and saw all this dairy processing equipment as an asset sale. And at the time we were going through COVID, and started to realise, milk's a big part of the New Zealand dairy industry, and I love what milk can be turned into. I love cream, I love ice cream. I was like, cool, if I can get this going, get the fresh milk turning over, there's all this opportunity to get into these other niche products. And we wanted to do something different, so we turned up and had a look at the equipment, and they were putting milk into plastic bottles. And I was like, there's got to be a better way to do this, That's so evident around the world at the moment, what plastic's doing to our earth. And so I took around a steel canister to all these cafes and sort of had this reusable model. And I got out in my car and I'd walk down the main street of Hamilton, just walk into these cafes and say, look, I've got this idea for a milk tap system, which was a silver canister with a little tap coming up that would just sit on the bench. And just from that, I just saw all of these cafe owners were just so keen to get rid of the single-use plastic from their outfits. And I was like, wow, there is a real opportunity here to get like a reusable system. And so from there, we developed the idea from the canister to the milk tap that we got now, and it's gone ballistic. We've got the big corps, the hotel chain, Sky City, right down to the people that are drinking the milk at their house. We're processing about 10,000 litres a week now, so we're scaling up to be able to process 10,000 litres plus a day. When I decided to pull the trigger and buy the dairy processing equipment, I got introduced to Paul. And so my partner and Claire and I came down, and Paul said, look, I'm happy for you to take my milk, and that was that. He's got an awesome farm. I love his farming philosophy, his animal welfare, and it's just really tying into what we're trying to do. So to bring the whole picture together, I was like, let's do this. And Paul and I and Paul's family, and we never looked back. And now we've moved the factory onto the farm. So we were processing 5 minutes down the road, and so we've got the new factory now on the farm, and it's just amazing. Like we bring customers and we show them around the farm. We get the baristas on the cups. And some of these people have never ever been on a dairy farm before.
We're currently farming about 200 hectares here in Kaipaki. I purchased the property in mid to late 80s, and we've been able to expand by buying adjoining farms. We're running around about 600 milking cows and all our young stock as well. We run a System 5, which essentially is a high input system. The reason we do that is pasture alone is not a complete feed for dairy cattle. So we feed complementary feeds. So our focus still is on producing as much homegrown pasture and feeds as possible. But because the pasture doesn't provide a balanced diet all year round, we add to the pasture to balance the diet, basically, so that we have the cow's rumen is balanced. The goal is to achieve happy, healthy and contented cows that are producing well. Initially, John and Riley approached me for a milk contract, which I agreed to, and we worked with them for a couple of months, and then they asked whether or not I wanted to be a shareholder of the business. And I suppose I've been a little bit of a foodie, and I've always thought that the milk that we produce on Kaipaki Dairies on the farm is probably would be better utilised in a different form than being put into powder and put into a bag and sent overseas. So it's always been an interest of mine, and we do have a good product, and we really want to get it out there and get the public tasting it and using it. So that's really the motivation.
Right, so that's coming out of here. The new factory's just been built on Kaipaki Road. So it's an awesome new project that we've pretty much squeezed a 12-month project into 6 months. So everybody involved's just really pulled finger and just done the work they needed to do and squeeze those timeframes and juggle things around to get us where we are now. So it's an awesome, exciting time, and we just can't wait to get into it. The new machine we've got will do about 2,000 litres an hour. So at the moment, we have 2 machines that will do 2,000 litres in 8 hours. So that kind of gives you a reference on the volume that will be put in through this place. And hopefully we'll be growing out of it very soon.
The Plastic Innovation Fund came to the party and they've helped us build the factory in terms of capacity. So all the stainless steel equipment that we needed to grow, they've chipped into. And yeah, we couldn't have done it without the processing side. And we're trying to grow a company, new equipment. The capital is just massive, so it's been a massive help. And yeah, we've got to hit these milestones with the government now to get rid of the plastic. And yeah, the goal is to start removing a million plastic milk bottles annually. But we want to smash it. I don't see that as I suppose the goal. That's sort of like the minimum. We want to do 5-10 times that. So yeah, they've been amazing as well. They're right behind us and helping us do what we do to the other parts of the Waikato.